Good evening everyone to Dubai. Tonight we are making our way to Dubai International Airport to catch Emirates to Singapore. Emirates operates out of Terminal 3, so that's where we're going. And here we are. It's about 35 degrees Celsius right now, so I'm looking forward to go inside with the aircon. This terminal is very large and fortunately for us, it seems pretty quiet at the moment. I want to point out these Planet Tax Refund machines that are located near the entrance. I'm sure everyone who visits Dubai would have done some tax-free shopping, so make sure you claim your tax refund here before you leave. The process is simple and you will be refunded to a method of your choice. Heading over to the check-in area, you can either do a self-check-in at the kiosks and bag drop machines, or go over to the check-in counters. The counters were pretty free, so that's where we went. A lovely Emirates staff issued our boarding passes and collected our baggages. Next, go over to the departures area and clear security and immigration. Tonight, we will depart from gates A1. To get us there, shuttle trains are provided which come every few minutes. The trains are spacious and very clean. Arriving at the other side, walk up to the elevators that will take you to the gate level. As expected, there are plenty of shops available for you to do some final shopping before leaving Dubai. Tonight, we are also checking out the Plaza Premium Lounge. If you want to see this review, click on the card that appears. So here we are at Gate A1. Our flight tonight is EK 348 to Singapore. The flight will then continue to Phnom Penh in Cambodia. Here's the aircraft for tonight's flight, a Boeing 777-300 registered as Alpha 6-Echo November uniform. This aircraft is about 10 years old. The waiting area is getting busy as we approach boarding time. At 2 AM, it's time to enter the aircraft. Welcome on board flight EK 348 to Singapore. Upon entry, the cabin crew directed me towards my seat. Along the way, there were extra cabin crew members who greeted everyone. Here's my seat tonight at 31K. In front is the 13.3-inch Emirates ICE in-flight entertainment system. The pitch of the seat is 32 inches with a width of 17 inches. This provides a fairly comfortable economy experience. Next to the seat is a small gap. This is a decent size and you shouldn't feel boxed in by the window. All economy passengers will receive a pillow and blankets as well as a headset as part of the journey. The flight map is fairly comprehensive and also has 2 exterior cameras for view. As an alternative to the main display, just below is a handheld touchscreen controller that you can use. To the left is a standard USB charging port as well as the headphone jack. And on the other side is a universal power socket. For entertainment, Emirates boasts a whopping 6,500 channels available, so you definitely should find something to enjoy during the flight. Looking outside the window, we are seated on the back of the right wing and it's not too long left before pushback. This happened at 2:25 AM and now we are on the way to Singapore. As we made our way out, the Emirates safety video was played. Using the front cameras, you can view the aircraft taxi towards the runway. Alright, now that we have taken off, we can see an estimated 7 hours left before arriving at Singapore. One thing I found interesting in the communications panel is this seat-to-seat phone call function. I didn't get to try it, but if someone has, let me know how it is in the comments. Once the seatbelt signs were off, the cabin crew came around to take Polaroid photos with families and their kids. This was a nice touch, and of course the Polaroid will be given to you. 1 hour later, the first food was delivered by the cabin crew. This was a chicken and garlic sandwich, chocolate cake, and a drink. I found the sandwich to be pretty good with a nice filling. The chocolate cake was also decent with a fluffy and smooth taste. Following the meal, the cabin lights were dimmed and a starry night sky could be seen in the cabin. I took this time to get some sleep as it was approaching 4:30 AM. A few hours later, dawn was beginning to break as we passed the halfway point of the journey. Checking out the lavatory, it was the standard small size, but at least it was very clean. Inside here, there is also some fragrance and body lotion if needed. About 2 hours before landing, the cabin crew began breakfast service. This morning I got the scrambled eggs with ham, potato hash and spinach. For sides, there is a croissant, yogurt, fresh fruit and biscuits. A bottle of water is given, and for extra I got apple juice. The main dish was pretty good and I appreciate the metal cutlery. The fruits were fresh and was a good way to finish off. As we make our way into Singapore, let's look at today's final ratings. Starting with the cabin crew, they were fantastic during this overnight flight. There was one minor hiccup however when we were on the ground waiting for Pushback. As we are Qantas Super members, the cabin crew came around and said a personalized hello and welcome on board to everyone on this tier and above. My wife next to me got this, however I was ignored at the window. I'm sure this was a honest oversight, but nonetheless I have to include it as part of the score. Therefore for this, it's an 8 out of 10. When it comes to food and drinks, I believe Emirates is generous with the amount of food provided in economy. It does also taste pretty good, so I'm giving this a fantastic 9.5 out of 10. For comfort, the Emirates seat was decently comfortable for the 7-hour flight. The in-flight entertainment system was excellent, though it's definitely showing signs of aging. There's not too much to fault here, so I'm giving this a 9 out of 10. Lastly, for timeliness, we are on track to land a few minutes before the scheduled time of 5 minutes past 2 PM. This is right on time, so it's a perfect 10 out of 10. Calculating everything, we get a fantastic score of 9.1 out of 10. Emirates was and still is one of my favorite airlines. Welcome to rainy Singapore. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe for more reviews. That's it for today and see you next time.